Hi there, welcome to an episode of Rap Reviews where we talk about rap, hence the name.
God, you're so gentle tonight.
Yeah, I'm going for that
Please.
soft.
The weekend is upon us.
You know,
Launch in.
Let's take a strip back.
Nah.
Friday afternoon.
I want to shout. I want to yell.
No, don't yell. I'm the only one with the fucking headphones on. We are today doing a Pusha T song. Is that not correct, Benjamin?
I believe that is correct. Just quickly, you've been introducing us lately, dude. I've noticed in the last few eps, bro. People don't know who we are.
Oh yeah, you're Benjamin.
Let them know.
One guy over here is Kieran.
G'day.
And I am Ray Romano. You can call me either or both.
There he is.
Of Everybody Loves Raymond fame. We got him on a podcast.
Deborah. No, that was more like Robert in the show.
I found out today, just quick, this is also a tangent. Robert, the dude, killed himself a few years ago.
What?
Threw himself in front of a train, someone told me. No, I haven't fact-checked that, so if he's still alive, it's weird information I've thrown out into the ether.
Yeah.
I mean,
Wow,
I
I
can
heard that. Very
see
sad.
it.
He was always kind of depressed in his matter of time.
Yeah,
But also, you reach a height like starring on Everybody Loves Raymond, and then like, where do you go from there? You've reached the pinnacle. Like,
Well,
there's nothing. Life has nothing left to offer.
You think there's more than that, but I would say the best character in that show was Robert.
Yeah, 100%. Oh, Dad's pretty good as well.
Yeah, they both slapped. Anyway, we're not talking about Everybody Loves Raymond.
What are we doing today?
Great 90s sitcom though.
Did Pusha T happen to ever do any acting? Any sitcom starring roles?
It's a good question, actually. I've never seen him act before, ever.
No, I don't think
anything.
so. No.
Seems like the kind of guy who would want to stay true to his one craft and like excel at that rather than have his hands in a bunch of different pies, you know?
He's like a real Kanye protege, right? Like he
Yeah.
was kind of like given rise on the coattails of Kanye's fame and success.
Well, this song actually is produced by Kanye,
And
right?
features Kanye also.
As very minimal.
Yeah, it's like four to 6 bars or something.
But I tell you what, these guys make a hell of a team. I think
do.
Kanye's production with Pusha T's vocals and lyrics always seems to work very well. From like Numbers in the Board and even like Daytona.
Kanye produced that.
Yeah, I know.
That is a corker track.
It is a good. I listened to it today, actually getting excited for doing some Pusha T.
I'm pretty sure
Still holds up.
we recorded that episode.
We
the
did.
recording just fucked up.
Yeah, it was like
Classic,
an early
classic
day.
rap reviews.
We're still learning to make sure that everything's recorded properly.
We're still learning to this day.
Yeah, we did lose an episode a few weeks ago.
Anyway, enough of that. Anyway, they're a great team.
Yeah, funny you say that because the new album is half produced by Pharrell, half produced by Kanye West. And I found personally that I preferred the Kanye produced tracks.
Same.
I didn't hate the Pharrell one. I thought they were good too. But the Kanye ones were more interesting to me.
Those are some big ticket producers to have on your records.
Interesting choice. I don't know why you went for that creatively, but
Also, a little bit, I just thought it was interesting, kind of ties in on account of the fact that we're a rap show, but it looks like Young Thug and Gunna are going to go to jail for quite a long
that's big news at the moment.
time.
Apparently, they're going to take down a bunch of others as well.
Yeah.
So people
for
like Playboy Cardi and stuff might be out. Future might be something, or who knows?
Yeah.
I'm completely out of the loop with what's going on. So for my benefit and anybody else who's listening who has no idea what's going on with this story, can you give us a quick summation?
They've been indicted and on some serious charges like murder, attempted murder, robbery, witness tampering, shit like that. And it looks like basically the whole label Young Slime, I think it's called, or Y Slime, something. Anyway, about 23 people have been arrested, including Young Thug and Gunna. And they actually, the reason I bring it up is they're once again using lyrics. They'll be using lyrics in court.
As like deputy, I thought that whole like thing was thrown out since
Bobby Shmurda.
Bobby Shmurda. That
No,
it's like you can't rely on like a fictional piece of work.
No, because they used it in Tekashi 6ix9ine's court case, and someone else, the guy that did The Run, he made a song about going on the run and then went on the run, left.
Man, I wonder if that's just like rappers these days just being super unlucky that Law and Order is like now using this against them, or whether the rappers of today just don't have like the levels of creativity and smarts to make it like a little bit vague and obscure as not to like kind of perjure themselves on track.
Yeah, well, I think if you commit a crime, you shouldn't then publicly announce it.
Or if
track.
you're going to publicly announce it, like change some details here and there. Maybe use aliases, talk in like third person or something.
Use a bit more like cryptic language.
Yeah, is that not the thing people say? It's I'm really struggling. I'm so tired right now. Thugs move in silence. Is that what they say? Wasn't that the quote? Or it's like, if you talk about it a lot, you're probably not doing it. Whereas, like, if you sort of keep it to yourself, you probably got some shit you don't need to want to put out there.
Yeah, I think it used to be like a lot of rappers were just friends with career criminals. But this new generation of rappers are also career criminals while being rappers. So then when they like commit crimes and then they're not like talking about their friends and stuff. They're literally talking about
everyone's a hyphen these days. Everyone's
exactly. It's
actor, director, writer.
Yeah, exactly. Rapper, fucking criminal. Armed robber,
indicted criminal.
Well, speaking of
incarcerated
people who have
criminal.
done things that are unlawful before, Pusha T is quite known for his drug dealings back in the day. He talks about it quite a bit on his music.
Hence the name Pusha T,
which is actually, quickly, I watched a Fallon interview with him the other day, and because it's on Jimmy Fallon, you can't really say that. Yeah. So Jimmy Fallon says to him, it's so hard to watch. He goes, where did you get the name Pusha T from? And this is his answer. He goes, every time that I used to be in the studio a lot when I was with Clips, and it was me and my brother, like, Malice, whatever. And he goes, we'd be in there with Pharrell and whoever. He goes, I'd always duck out because I had like stuff I had to do, which I'm guessing is his way of saying he had to make deals. Yeah. But he couldn't say that on Jimmy Fallon. So he's like, I had to duck out of the studio quite a bit. So all the time I was like pushing myself away. So Pharrell would say to me, Pusha, because I was always pushing out of the studio. And he goes,
that is so coded.
How lame is that? And then Fallon's there just doing his classic, like, clap his hands. Oh, my God, Pharrell, man. Like, name dropping, loving it. And, like, oh, you can tell both of them are dying on the inside.
Oh, man. Jimmy, like, he really does suck these days so much. Like,
but it seems like I
think that's why he's an insane alcoholic.
You can see behind his eyes that it's killing him with each laugh that he puts on and stuff. And it's just, the guy needs to stop, man, for his own health, I think.
Yeah, he's always loved a fake laugh. He used to love it in Saturday Night Live. He used to do it hard.
Yeah. Whereas, like, as part of me, it's like it's got to be genuine to a certain point. But I think when he's been the face of his show, it's kind of like I have to put on this because everyone does.
Yeah, some people laugh more than others. Like I giggle a fair bit, probably more than most people.
Yeah, you do love to laugh.
I do love to laugh.
Is the dude constantly on rack?
No, I think he's a huge alcoholic.
Yeah, he's a big drinker.
Yeah.
Do you reckon he hits the bottle before he goes on?
No, I think probably afterwards though, and probably drinks for 5-6 hours until the next day.
5 or 6 hours is like pretty tame.
Well, I think he was doing something with Pete Davis, and he basically like I think they woke up in another country once when they were getting on it so bad.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
God.
Man, Pete Davidson, you got to watch out, man. You're skinny. Like if you try and drink as much as fucking Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Fallon, you'll be in a whole world of pain.
Anyway, enough about Pete Davis. I feel like he's getting too much time on the show.
Yeah, it is. Let's get into the song. The song we picked today, speaking of people doing things back in the day, Pusha T. The song is called Dreamin' of the Past. It's all in the title.
Yeah, nice.
The song features a heavy sample from a Donny Hathaway cover of a John Lennon song called Jealous Guy.
Nice.
Don't know if you guys know that. It's interesting.
Yeah, I was wondering what the sample was. Yeah.
And apparently...
Jesus.
All right, relax.
Kieran's slowly dying over here.
What's the name of the track again?
Dreamin' of the Past. Apparently, I didn't know this till I was reading this the other day. Kanye made this beat for himself for Donda in 2021.
Oh.
And then Pusha heard it when he was playing it. And Pusha basically kind of swindled him to say, like, I really like that beat. I want to use it. And Kanye was sort of like, nah, I'm using it for Donda. And then Pusha not even said, no, I want to use it, but I want you to feature on it as well and have like a couple of bars. And I'm like, and he was like, all right, sweet, cool. So he gave it to him then.
He got duped.
Yeah, he got duped.
What's weird? I was listening to the album today and I was like, I swear like Kanye has been giving all of his best fucking like samples and beats to Pusha for years now.
Yeah.
And it's probably because Pusha keeps hearing them and just keeps like,
knows the right things to say to him.
4 words to say and you'll be on the track. Like, okay,
maybe
cool,
Kanye realizes that Pusha's just a harder rapper than he is.
I think he's well aware of that.
Yeah.
In that same interview, it was funny. Pusha T was talking about the Kid Cudi and Kanye beef that's going on at the moment.
Oh, right.
Which I'm not 100% sure what the story is, but I think it's because Cuddy's sort of close with Travis, and then Travis is with the Jenners and the Kardashians, so now Kanye's created like a civil war thing.
Yeah.
And now Cuddy's sort of like, this is all stupid and bullshit, I'm too mature for this, fuck that. And Pusha T in the interview said that he loves Kid Cudi the most out of everyone in that sort of like ecosystem they've created, right? And he said because whenever he has something that he has a strong opinion on and no one else is like strong enough to stand by him, apparently Kid Cudi's always been very vocal and with him and like stands with him. So he's like, I've got like more than like heaps of respect for Kid Cudi for that.
So he's not getting involved.
So he's not getting involved. And then they asked him what he thinks of Drake and Kanye patching it up after, of course, Drake and Pusha T had their thing a few years ago.
Yeah.
And then Pusha T's like, look, man, I think it's cool. I think it's awesome that Kanye and Drake have matured and, have sorted this out. I think that's great for everyone. They both deserve happiness, sort of, which is funny to hear.
Yeah.
And then just a minute later, the interviewer says, oh, would you, so when's the feature coming, you and Drake? When's that up? And he's like, yeah, that's never going to happen. It's not really, he's like, it's not really my style. Like, I didn't work with the people I work with. I'm not that, what he is.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a dumb question. Like, some bridges, like, will forever remain burned. It's like, sure, you've maybe, like, set up some kayaks that you can now get across that river, but to think of some dumb analogy, but it's like,
Well,
you're never going to, like, collaborate and be, like, promoting somebody else's work after you just had that level of beef with them.
Chris Brown and Drake did it.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's Drake. Drake is a fucking pushover.
And it's Chris Brown also. They're both very mainstream people. Anyway, shall we get
actually,
into the song?
One more thing
Here we go.
about Drake. He bought 500,000 Canadian dollars on Justin Gaethje in the UFC to win, and Justin Gaethje got choked out in the first round.
Eat it.
Yeah,
Fucking eat it.
The Drake curse is real, and I'm going to start betting whatever Drake bets on. I'm going to bet a couple of hundred on the opposite.
You're going short on Drake.
Yeah, like
The Big Short, but make it Drake's bets.
76ers were playing a pretty good season. Drake goes to heaps of their games, and then they just got knocked out of the fucking finals. Also, James Harden, dude, just get rid of that guy. He's a fat fucking useless cunt. Like, he sucks these days. He's always kind of he was a good six man, but Jesus Christ.
Who, James Harden?
He's shit at playoffs. He's historically
NBA,
bad at playoffs. He shot one shot in the third quarter of that game.
Yeah, right.
He shot 8 all up. It's like, dude, what are you doing? You're supposed to be a 3-point assist man.
And dude used to be like, star point guard.
Yeah.
Or shooting guard, or whatever the fuck position he was.
They say, though, that he loves to party and he loves just going to Vegas, like, in between games. So when everyone else will keep training, he'll go to Vegas for a day and then come to the next game.
That's why he's put on the pudge.
That's why he's put on the pudge.
So he's on that Rodman ting, but he can't back it up.
But he can't back it up because, he's gotten fatter and fatter as time gone on. And I honestly do believe that the Nets, if they can get into Ben Simmons' head and convince him that he's not a fucking psychopath,
They can take him.
They've made a good trade.
Okay.
Yeah, enough sports talk. This will be dated in a couple of weeks when the whole thing's over.
Yeah, it's fine. Anyway, we're gonna kick this.
You got all that shit out. Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah.
No, leave it. All right, we'll kick it off with the chorus. Starts off with a snippet of the sample that's used. I was dreaming of the past, and then Pusha comes in. It's levels, it's layers. So pray for the players. We hollowed the walls in the back of bodegas.
Bodegas, obviously referring to the corner stores or like the cheap, like kind of convenience stores that are all throughout New York City.
Yep.
You can get a dynamite roll.
Sure, I'm
Which
sure you
is
can get one of
sounds
those.
like sushi. Is that sushi?
You didn't never got a good roll at a bodega?
What's a dino roll?
No, just like a dynamite roll, like a really good roll. Like
I thought that was the name of it.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
you were talking about like a specific type of roll. No, I didn't. I only got like takeaway grog from the bodegas. I never got a roll.
Oh man, some of them were really good.
I was all about that.
The guy's like fucking not wearing his gloves and he's like greasy, and sweaty dude.
I was living off 99
taste-
cent pizza.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's that. Anyway, enough about the rolls.
It's levels, it's layers. So we pray for the players. You know what else has layers? And
Ogres,
onions,
ogres. So he's also saying that we should be praying for Shrek and all of Shrek's companions.
Where's he going?
Shout out to the ogres out there.
Yeah, okay. All right, you go ahead. And Mike Myers is reveling again now, so
yeah, he's back.
He's back. Let's not get into that.
Yeah,
I got really drunk the other night and bought a Wayne's World hat for $45 off the internet.
Really?
Yeah, it came today. It's pretty
Money-
sick. It's not
money
worth
well
$45, but I'll never wear it. I'm not a hacker.
Is it official merch?
No, I don't think there is Wayne's World official merch in 2022.
Oh,
Unless they're doing a reboot, which they probably will. Now that he's back.
So with the hollowed out walls at the back of bodegas, is like he's got a drug spot, like a trap house.
He's got his stash there, I believe.
Yeah.
Come in, get your dynamite roll. Also pick up a little baggie or two of whatever drug tickles you fancy.
Yeah. Why don't they have bodegas in Australia? Because they're so great.
We got mixed businesses instead.
Yeah, but they're not as good because I want to roll with my alcohol and cigarettes.
Well, I don't know. Ask your mixed business, but like, is this in your business plan? Because it should be.
I'm going to start one. I'm going to start the first bodega in Sydney.
Sure. Off you go. Can't wait.
Doesn't sound like you fucking believe in it.
I feel like it would go well.
Yeah, I think it would.
Yeah. So he stashes in the walls.
So he's still doing a bit of dealing on the side.
Well, this is him dreaming of the past.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, makes sense.
I may as well say it, part of the sample, and my heart was beating fast. Pusha comes back. I got plenty. It's not even. Oh, that actually. Okay, sorry. Quick tidbit. This bit where it sort of goes a bit higher. I got plenty. It's so many. Yeah. They say, "Give me." You got plenty. Yeah. That is actually Pusha T singing that.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Did they fuck with his vocals?
I don't think so. I think he's just saying it.
Has he been doing singing lessons?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. He's better than Kanye. I can tell you that. I do love Kanye's cracked, like emotional, terrible singing.
Oh,
he
it's
does
good.
it makes me feel. It makes me want to cry.
Yeah, shit rapper singing is great.
Dude, Bismarcky made one of the most interesting songs ever made.
He made it famous.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we'll kick into verse 1 with Pusha T. Bruh, you N-words ain't flexing, you cramping. My weight keeping N-words on the bikes like amblin'.
Well, he's just saying that his competitors aren't cool. They're actually cramping his style. Them surrounding him. Yeah. Right.
But why is his weight keeping people on?
Because like people pushing weight, which is pushing drugs.
So there his peddlers who are out there dealing for him.
Right.
He's got like an Uber system. That's how many how many guys out there.
He's showing that he's got heaps of subordinates. He's a boss.
Yeah, he probably would be at this
boss
point.
man pusher.
And if he has been dealing drugs for that long, he probably would have worked his way up to the high echelons and probably is in that kind of kingpin status at this point.
100%. I mean, and if you weren't, you probably wouldn't be saying that on a track when you're trying to sound a bit both.
I don't think
What's Amblin?
Amblin is the production company for, I think, Steven Spielberg. And the logo for it is E.T. on the bike going over the moon.
Oh, yeah.
So he's keeping them on the bikes like Amblin. That's a really cute reference.
That's a niche reference.
That is fun.
And the flexing and cramping, I think it's cool. That's kind of cool too, because it's like, flexing is like showing off what you got.
Yeah.
But then you're cramping someone's style, but then also saying like flexing, like literally, and like flexing, but then you're not flexing, you're actually just cramping by doing that. You know?
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Pretty clever.
That is good wordplay.
Weight loss, rent loss, scrambling. Now pass the champagne to the champion. My N-words get money, like yay sampling.
So Kanye obviously known for making his mark through production, which includes things like sampling. So now look at him, he's mega wealthy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pass the champagne, just like a champion, like when you win the F1 or something like that.
Yeah, I guess so. But I think he's basically saying that, like, because before that's weight loss, rent loss, scrambling. He's scrambling for money. I think it's him dreaming of the past when he was broke. And now it's like, I'm the champion. And now people are fucking handing me champagne. And,
he's just won a big race and he's popping that champagne.
Yeah.
Does any other sports do they do that? I don't know. I know that F1. I know that Formula One. It's a big one. When they pass.
Might just be.
Is that?
But like, it's such a spectacle that it kind of just like you associate it with victory and celebration.
Yeah, anytime you're really having a good time.
Or like celebratory champ, it's like if you've, I don't know, tied the knot or having a kid, maybe not for the pregnant lady to have some champagne, but like big like moments of your life that you're celebrating. Pop a bottle of bubbly.
Yeah. Well, my mum actually, she keeps all the corks from all those times and she writes the date and what was...
That's just really
it is really cute. She's got a whole big old jar. And it's pretty cool because you can just stick your hand in and you're like, oh, this was that day.
Yeah, that's cool.
That means nothing to me.
Sometimes you're like, oh, I was there. Go ahead.
You can look at what else happened on that day in history on Google and then you can be like, whoa, this is where my mum was at that time. You say your mum? Is that how you said that? I missed
Yeah,
it?
my mum, mummy does it.
That's pretty cool. I like that.
I think this is the first mum shout out we've given in the show.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to my mum. She's a great lady.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to go shout out to your mums? Or?
Yeah, actually, running off what you just said, my mum, for a birthday one year, was given a frame that like a friend had made for her from the year she was born, 1962. and had like all the biggest things that happened in that year as like a big frame thing. So like what the biggest movie was a year that came out and all like big events that happened. Oh, that was pretty cool. It's kind of similar vein what you were saying.
Not as cool as my mum's story.
No, it's not. But go ahead. Shout out to mum.
Shout out to the mums out there. It's just been past Mother's Day, so
it was Mother's Day in Australia last week.
Delayed shout out.
But every day should be Mother's Day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to respect the people that bring us into this world.
Unless your mother's a bitch, then.
Yeah, unless you got like Eminem's mom.
Yeah.
She sounds like a.
Although they've made amends.
Have they?
Yeah, they had that whole really bad video with the guy from that band.
There's nothing about
it. Anyway. Also, the Ye bit where he says, get money, get money, get money, like Ye sampling. When I first heard it, I was like, it's weird that he's just said that several times. I'm pretty sure he's referencing No More Parties in LA by Kanye, because there's that sample in it where it's like, get money, money, big money, money.
That makes sense. A little tie-in.
Gun stutter, make the drum line like grambling. MGM gambling, blew a small mansion. Annoyed because this bitch calling Lanvin Lanvin.
Who is Lanvin Lanvin?
It's a designer brand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And he's upset that this girl is now, compared to what he was broke in the past, now he's getting upset when he couldn't get girls back in the day. Now he's getting upset with the women he's getting because they just can't pronounce like French designers properly.
Oh, yeah.
So he's become a full snob and looking down his nose at Philistines.
He's enjoying the finer things in life.
An MGM Grambling, that's gambling, that's in Vegas, right?
Yeah, the MGM Grand, I believe it is.
And what's drumline like grambling?
Grambling is apparently a university who, like a lot of universities in America, have a drum line.
Like a marching band.
Oh, yeah, like a marching band.
And they must be known for their drum line, I'm guessing. Yeah. There's also a really bad Nick Cannon movie called Drumline as well.
Where they play a drumming band.
Yeah, I don't think there's a good Nick Cannon movie out there. So
Nick Cannon's got to just stop doing everything.
He needs to stop trying to start beefs. I mean, I don't think he's doing that anymore, but he's never been successful at it.
Sucks.
Yeah, just go back to Nickelodeon, bro. You're fine on that.
He was good on Nickelodeon.
He's MGM gambling. He blew a small mansion because he's got that much to get rid of. Fuck who you stampin'. Them N-words just stand-ins. Not me. They censor and block me. You holler in top 5. I only see top me. Award show's the only way you bitches could rob me.
Great line.
Amazing line.
I do love that line.
So he's just so blasé about all the accolades he's getting. He doesn't give a shit what you have to say about him. It's all for him at the end of the day. It's all about his own personal gain and growth.
Yeah, and also to go back to the stand-in line, I really like that because when you're a big-time Hollywood actor and you no longer need to be there for every time they shoot. So if someone's talking to your character, if it's an over-the-shoulder shot, so basically you can see the back of their shoulders and head.
Just get somebody whose back of their head looks like
basically,
you.
they'll just get a stand-in. So they'll just get, it doesn't even have to look like them. It just has to look like the back of their head.
I've been told that the back of my head is very unique, so I don't think you could find many stand-ins for me, unfortunately.
Damn.
Yeah, but
it doesn't mean you can't stand in for others.
No.
Yeah, I think it's a clever little line because it's basically he's like the big shot Hollywood guy, the mogul, in a sense. You know, like
everyone else is just coming.
He's the Chris Hemsworth, and then
they're coming to find his mark.
You're the guy with the fucking stupid wig on.
Well, this is going back to this is like circling back to his line about how he's got delivery drivers on bikes. That he's just like now at that elevated position where he's got people that he manages underneath him.
Yeah, yeah, because you
Top dog.
You don't have a stand-in unless you're like on a like a real good wage. Yeah.
The stamping bit of that, I was trying to figure out if there was actually a specific definition for stamping. So as always, I've gone to Urban Dictionary is the first thing that's popped up. And it's got several definitions for what it is. I'll give you one.
Oh, I want all of them, but give me one.
Okay, I'll give you one and see if you want 2 or 3 more because the first one's the most tame.
Okay.
Stamping, and I'm sure this is not what Bush is referring to, any of these, I don't think. When you fail to wipe your anus with a firm degree of integrity and the leftover shit leaves a circle/streak of stinky fun on whatever you sat on. So how do we feel? Do you want another 2 or so? Do you want another 2 or 3? That are like...
Give me one more.
Okay, there's one. This one's kind of fun and just cheeky, right? I forgot this one was in here. Firmly placing your nasty ass balls on the forehead of someone and rubbing them around.
You know what? Give me one more.
Okay, this one's probably... oh, God, this one may be the worst. All right. The act when a female, after having received a cream pie, climbs on the man and presses her genitals against different parts of his body, leaving him stamps of semen in the process.
Oh.
Now, I have an idea for that. I don't think that should be called stamping. First one, yeah. That one
Branding?
should be called the human passport.
Oh, that's not
That's
bad.
good.
Yeah, that's fun.
You should you should insert your own definition into Urban
I should
Dictionary.
actually,
Get a trending, Ben.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what he's speaking of. I couldn't find any other definitions. So
I figured it was just like going back to his whole dominance thing that, you know, it's like, I don't care who you're stamping on, who like your whatever,
yeah, it doesn't
whatever
matter who's
stamping
below you
means.
because that's not my
Well,
business.
like stamping just at a very base level means to like leave a mark so people know where it's going.
Oh yeah, I guess I don't even think of that. Yeah, that actually makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Seems very simple. Thank you for that.
And so he's saying this person, this adversary that he's like somewhat referring to, is trying to make their mark. And he's like, whatever, you're singing to an audience that's just fucking stand-ins.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Irrelevant. Well, I think we
No,
actually
was it?
that was nice.
teamwork.
I really hope that it's maybe the first one, the one where you sit down after not wiping your ass properly and accidentally leave a little landing strip of shit.
Oh god. You holler in top 5, I only see top me. Good line. He's really got no one else in his vision. He doesn't care what anyone else is doing. He's just doing him, and he knows he's the best. Doesn't even need to look around. It's like, come on now.
Yeah. And it's also like a real staple of the world of hip hop, is everyone has their like top 5. And
Yeah.
when you find out someone else likes hip hop, you're like, oh, what's your top 5? I don't know why it's become such a prevalent thing, but it is.
Maybe since the movie and now TV show High Fidelity, where they love to do a top 5 list.
When his character loves a top 5 list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Top 5 everything.
Good movie. And
Good concept.
yeah. Apparently the book's great as well.
I haven't read the book.
The show wasn't terrible. I watched the first episode. Actually, it was alright.
No,
Yeah.
the first season's great.
It got cancelled, so don't get too excited.
Zoe Kravitz.
Yeah, she's good in it. She's very good in it.
Mm.
Award shows the only way you bitches could rob me. Great line.
Yeah.
And I think that's also dreaming of the past, saying that because he was a dealer back in the day, there's probably chances of that he did get robbed a bunch of times, or that he was looking like going to get robbed. So I guess him saying like, now where I'm at, the only way anyone could possibly rob me is at an award show, which is fucking amazing.
Yeah, it's such a good. Probably one of my favorite. That and the stand-in are my favorite lines of this song. And also, has he been critically like evaded over the years? Like he's never won any like Grammys or anything like that, right?
He's been, I don't think he's ever won, but he's been nominated like 5 times for Grammys for like all of his albums, essentially. But it's always like a Cardi B who beats him or something. She beat him last year, and he actually came out and said like, yeah, no, her album was better than mine, and she believed it. It's like, come on, dude, don't say that. You know it wasn't, bro.
Yeah.
It was more commercially successful, but you know you're like one of the best rappers alive today, bro.
So he's humble. He's humble as well as being a
Yeah, he's a
boss
lovely
man.
guy. But I watched him on Hot Ones the other day, and it was a good app. He couldn't make it to the end, spoiler alert. But and then Short Evans, he tries to like sort of put it on him a bit. He's like, I don't want to be that guy, but like most people finish it, and like the audience really likes it when you finish it. And Pusha T, he's just not phased. He's like, I don't care, man. This is not for me. Like, but apparently that earlier line, not me, they censor and block me. This is what it says here on Genius. It hasn't been reviewed, but someone's sort of just put this together saying that Drake Push apparently alluded to Drake being someone who told UMG reps to something about this featured verse on a Young Thug thing. So, and Drake sort of got in the way and sort of got Pusha kicked aside from it and stuff. So it seems like a bit of a reach, but like,
and also just
block
like
me. I don't know.
Like you can't even with this like kind of censor, cancel culture censorship that happens a lot these days. Like he's basically saying that you can't. He's uncensorable.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah, it could be as simple as that. Probably is.
Yeah.
He's reached that Nirvana-like state of being uncancelable.
Mm. The place or the band?
No, the place, the Buddhist teaching of Nirvana.
Who is someone you think in the world right now who's probably uncancelable?
Oh, I don't know. I know that Norm Macdonald's got a special coming out.
Oh, really?
And he recorded right just before he died.
Sure.
And I'm so excited.
Yeah, that's
because
sick.
I hope he cuts loose because he, they
you
cancelled
can't-
him a few times.
You can't
before he
cancel a
died.
dead guy.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, unless there's something really egregious in there, like,
Yeah, but it's Norm Macdonald.
child molestation.
He was always pretty
Yeah,
safe.
like Jimmy Savile's been pretty well cancelled. I don't think he got outed before he died, did he?
Yeah.
No, that's all been post-hummus.
And there's a
Some
Netflix
people get
doc.
cancelled for like kind of good reasons though. Like R. Kelly, all the awful things that he was doing. He deserves to be cancelled.
Yeah. And it's like the way he reacted to it as well, that weird interview that he set up. It's like, oh, no, he's unwell. Yeah. He probably shouldn't be in the public eye doing
Well, he's in
things.
jail right now, and apparently he sings to some of his inmates sometimes.
Oh, good on
There's
him.
videos of
He's
him
giving
singing.
someone
He's still
something.
got pipes.
Yeah, he's a great singer. He's an amazing
I mean, you can't
singer.
take that away from
Yeah,
him.
you can never take that away from him. Like Chris Brown, amazing dancer. Come on. Back to the chorus. It's levels, it's layers, so pray for the players. Clip 'em, baby. Clip him. Clip 'em, baby, if he flinch at the price of Bottega. Sorry.
Bottega. Oh, that's a fashion label, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like a French one.
Yeah.
It's come up before, has it not?
Probably.
Yeah, probably more of some of the more niche references. Usually it's like the big ones like Dolce & Gabbana, Versace.
Yeah.
But, sometimes you gotta step outside of those classic brands and reach for something that's a little bit more bespoke.
You know what? One thing about these rappers, they love French luxuries.
I mean, it's like a symbol of wealth, which rap kind of has its formations in.
Yeah. But I reckon they're keeping like some of these big, French label luxury companies.
Oh, for sure.
They're keeping them going.
I think there's no denying that hip hop has had a huge influence on like how brands have evolved or like, maybe come from like this kind of high fashion place to then being like big streetwear brands.
Yeah. 100%.
Oh, absolutely. Even like in
Polo
Australia.
Ralph Lauren, for instance.
Even in Australia, like 1-4 are always sporting Gucci stuff. And then you see like a lot of young kids these days rocking like the
Same as Louis Vuitton.
Yeah, a lot of the same.
You know what I looked up the other day? People are going to laugh at me for this. So there's Louis Vuitton and there's the Louis...
Vuitton.
Oh, fuck, man.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, this actually has come up in the show before at some stage.
Louis Vuitton's red soles, yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
Whichever one's the red soles are.
No, I think Louis Vuitton is the red one.
Wait. Okay.
Where's Louis Vuitton?
Okay, I looked up Louis Vuitton the other day.
Yeah.
I looked that up the other day. Because I was watching something and someone had the red soles on. I was like, I think that's that. So I looked that up just to see how much their shit was, right? To buy a pair of Louis Vuitton slides, have a crack. Have a guess. What do you
I'm
reckon? A
gonna
pair of
say-
slides.
2.5.
Adidas slides, you pay about, what, 40, 50 bucks?
I'm going to say 2.5
I got mine
grand.
for 25, I think. Oh, I got Nike slides, but it's not any different, right?
No,
I'm going to say
same shit.
2.5 grand.
Yeah, I was thinking like 2.5, 3 grand.
Okay, nowhere near that much, but like 1,800 and like 80 bucks or something.
Well, no, what do you mean nowhere near? We were kind of close.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you guys,
in the
went
ballpark.
ham.
Yeah.
Like, when I saw 1,800, I was like, you are kidding me. For like a bit of rubber that goes on your foot? Like,
Yeah, but it's just like anything. It's just like a label becomes so well known and so sought after that they can charge. They could probably
I'm aware of how they can do it.
they
but I'm
could
saying
come
that's
on
just
some jeans,
Yeah.
like, and then sell the jeans for $2,000.
As I've always said, Drake could record an album with him just like fighting all over it, and his fans would still be like, it's amazing.
Weren't we
Yeah.
talking recently about, was it Supreme who put out a single brick that they were charging something like $400 or $500 for?
Yeah, I think it was nearly $1,000 for this brick
Exactly. It's like,
for a glorified paperweight, and like even Supreme in general, it's like they just put their label that they have on everything on a
oh
t-shirt,
yeah, it's the cheapest manufacturing process you could imagine.
and it's like $180 for that shirt. You're like, what?
and people will queue up day and night trying to get in there. People will freeze their fucking asses off
Yeah.
on the
Yeah,
pavement to get into a
This is what I
Supreme
mean.
store
This is
for
what I
opening.
think is just wrong with the world.
But
man.
sometimes
Like,
they're
other
also
things.
like, different, like rappers keep French luxuries going, rich Chinese people keep like Supreme going, like it's just what it is.
It's weird to me, man.
Yeah, it's like that anti-social social club. Have you ever looked at how much some of that shit costs?
No.
That you see a lot of like rich Chinese and Koreans
Yeah.
wearing? Insane prices. Like we're talking like $600 for a fucking jumper that just
Yeah.
says anti-social social club on it. They always look the same, but they love it. They keep it going,
The design's kind of shit as well.
Yeah, it's awful.
I mean, but I don't have a trained eye. I don't go.
Yeah, I
buying
don't know what's
expensive
shit and good. Does anyone know
garments.
what's shit and good though? Really, is it just whatever's popular and rolls on? Whatever.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. My sense of fashion is kind of whack, so I can't really judge too much.
Yeah, because we're not pretentious, bro. That's why. Anyway,
No, we're just poor.
yeah, we're just poor, and
Then again, I was wearing my Carhartt overalls yesterday at work, and I got a lot of compliments, and I did really, like, deep down, it did. And they were all people that won. We were like, they were the Archibald Prize people. They all came in. Apparently, they come into the Bells every year.
Right.
So they're always like artists, and it was kind of nice to be like, oh, cool.
What, venerated by the
Yeah,
artists.
and I was like, I chose the best day to wear these overalls. I felt like one of them.
Yeah, I get that.
I could go out there and paint them.
I could see you with a few brushes in the top pocket there.
Yeah, I met the guy that did the Taika Waititi portrait, the 3D one. He was actually a super nice dude. And if you guys are up, into your Archibald Prize.
Not
idea
up
what you're
with
talking
my
about.
Archibald prizes. But anyway,
No,
should
but,
move on.
Well, it's the biggest portrait fucking thing in the world. But anyway,
All right, actually, yeah, we all know about portraits. Yeah, proceed. Back to that line. Clip him, baby, if you flinch at the price of Bottega. I keep saying Bottega. It's just saying, like, if you're with a man who, like, flinches at the price of that, get rid of him.
Oh,
I can sort you out.
Yeah, it's like a good criteria, I guess, if that's your thing. if you're shallow, superficial, and fucking completely driven by consumerism.
Exactly. Like, I think you should be with a man who like flinches at these fucking exuberant.
Yeah, I feel like the
prices.
three of us, we just did. We had a whole conversation about it.
Yeah, like it shows that he's like grounded in the sense of like, that's insane. That's too much money for that. I'll buy you something else.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Whereas Pusha's just got no qualms, bro. Whatever you want, man, I got it.
I'd be stamping all over the place if I saw the price
Oh,
tag.
you stamping about? All right.
Were you fucking getting cream pied?
the first definition.
Okay, yeah. There's also another fashion line about to come up, which I actually fucking love this line. Bruh, you N-words ain't drip, you dryin'. Kevlar in this Balenciaga jacket lining.
That's great.
Good. So good.
Yeah, and also like to have drip is to have like cool clothes and jewelry on, right?
Yeah,
it's just like-
It's like a good style, a good like,
Yeah. You've got drip.
drip god, as people say.
And Kevlar is obviously the material that's used in bulletproof vests.
Yeah.
So it's like mixing high fashion with the drug dealing game.
Yeah, it's almost like it's a bit of his past that still keeps with him because he always got to stay on your toes.
Yeah,
because
But he's also
dreaming.
he's dripping.
Yeah.
He's dreaming and he's dripping.
He's dreaming and he's dripping.
It would be nice to wear a suit that is not only cool and luxurious and comfortable,
Protect you
but
from
also
bullets.
protects you from bullets.
Huge.
Like, I like that.
100% the survival suit.
Yeah.
Paint it fucking camo as well. So if you need to take it out bush,
You want to go paintballing or something? You know?
yeah, in a suit, in a Kevlar suit.
You and your bitch income combining. I'm sending Lorraine Schwartz diamond mining. Find 'em. I came up with Enzo drifters, so you got to understand there's a difference.
You're gonna have to define who Lorraine Schwartz is.
Lorraine Schwartz is a jewelry designer.
Oh, okay.
So
he's keeping the diamond mines going, right?
yeah, and he's saying he's actually sending Lorraine. I'm guessing this is what he means by this. I'm sending Lorraine Schwartz diamond mining. It's like she's actually going to go out herself at this point and get it because he's like clearing her out of that much diamonds.
Oh, yeah. And also, like, you and your bitch income combined, and it's like he's spending you and your lady's total annual salary on just one diamond.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Which is a huge call. It's really a way to.
Hey, look, there'll be people listening to this that would 100% fall into that category.
And
A lot of people.
And who's Enzo, or what is Enzo, or what are Enzo drifters?
Enzo, do you know, Ray? Have any idea?
Enzo, what? Because I'm Italian.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll throw it over to you, dude. You also didn't say anything, so I'll give it to you. Yeah.
No, I don't know.
It's a Ferrari Enzo. Which are apparently really, really rare to get at this point. And Pharrell is famous for having one.
Yeah, it's a model of Ferrari. Okay, yeah. Go ahead.
And he's been a long time collaborator, obviously, with Pusha since the 90s, a long time.
Well, wasn't Enzo Ferrari the guy that created Ferrari?
I have no idea.
I think he was. Well, it was like two brothers.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, if that's the case, this one's named after them, which is pretty red hot. So he's saying he came up with Enzo Drifters, so obviously he came up with Pharrell.
Oh, all right.
So he's been rolling with big dogs for a long time.
Is that true? Like they have been collaborating for a long time?
Yeah. Like when he was in clips with Malice, Pharrell did a lot with them. Like
They're both from the same hometown, somewhere in Virginia.
Oh, there you go.
I forget the name of the city.
Well, yeah, you must know him from very young then.
Shit.
Him and Chad. I'm guessing Chad Hugo's from there also.
Maybe.
Oh, from their tunes.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is also a great line. There's talking about Enzo's.
Oh,
There's window stickers and window lickers. You
love
know
that.
the type, always trying to get in your picture. I was trying to get the dope through in your sister.
Yeah, also really
It's
good.
terrifying.
So he's using my sister to
As a
smuggle
mule.
drugs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Your sister, the mule.
My sister is a mule for Pusha. Also, I do love, I didn't think window lickers was still used as an expression, but I'm glad that he's trying to
Yeah,
get
it's funny
it.
when I read the definition. They actually had a
Oh,
different...
it means basically like a sped.
Yeah, it means like someone who's got just, less on mental capacity. But what it says here, it says window lickers, a plural translation of the French "lec vitrine," which means window shopper. So that could be the original definition for it. He's actually talking about just people walking past a car looking through the window.
No, but it's like a real like my
but
dad,
everyone knows.
My dad,
my dad
loves
says
it.
it all the time.
No,
It's a very dad thing to say.
you know, like
Yeah,
you can't say certain words anymore, which was referring to, but like among just out front, just licking a car or a window. Like,
It's a very visual description of who these people are.
My dad got called a window licker once, and I've never seen him that bad. It was so good. He was deeply offended.
I would not
It's like,
want to.
bro, you love calling people fucking like spastics and window lickers.
Your dad also got deeply offended by Friendly Geordie's video as well.
He did, yeah. Because of meatballs.
He made one joke about Italians and meatballs or something.
Yeah, sometimes he has weird flashbacks to like the fucking 70s when you get called like Dago and Spick and shit like that, and he just like flips out.
Yeah.
And you're like, you forget, like, you would have received a whole bunch of racial prejudice because of that in the day. But it's like, dude, meatball, it's pretty funny. Like, it's like, Italians love pasta. It's like not that big. But I guess it's like with a little, like,
It's not a reason to hate someone.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah. And window stickers, obviously, to verify that the car's got registration, whatever, I guess. Or that it's been paid for and owned. I was trying to get the dope through in your sister. We weren't bagging up the work, wouldn't be no dishes, be no Christmas, mistletoe, be no kisses. Made a way for ourselves, we ain't need no wishes.
Huh.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. Is it a yeah? Or is it
I think in that case it's actually a huh. But he does know that's normally his ad
It's normally
lib.
the-
Yeah. Which is actually like,
I
it's
love
very
it.
funny.
It's very, like, it's his own thing.
Unique to Pusha, his little signature at the end of every line.
It's almost like a little kid saying like yuck almost, which is funny because I don't know if you remember the Little Rascals, but the little kid in that with the dreads who also plays the really younger brother in Fresh Prince when they get the new kid in
Whoopi
it.
Goldberg?
Not Whoopi Goldberg, no. She was a grown woman at that time.
Whoopi just continues to come up on this pod.
But that kid reminds me of Pusha T. You look at that kid at a young age with his hair, and it just looks like a little mini version of Pusha T. He would play a great Pusha T.
What's the movie where Whoopi Goldberg's one of the kids when she's like real little?
Sister Act.
No,
she's also a woman, a grown woman.
not the Goonies. I thought it was.
I didn't know this was a thing. I didn't know she acted that long ago.
Oh yeah, she's like a real little kid.
Oh, true. No.
It's like River Phoenix is in Stand By Me.
Yeah, I think we were talking about that before the pod started, but you know.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, River Phoenix.
It's irrelevant to the listeners. Anyway, what's to do with the mistletoe? Do you know? Like,
I think he's.
I think he's saying that, you know, without him doing all that he does, there would be like no Christmas for. Is it his family? Is it his friends?
Yeah, we weren't bagging up the work, so I'm thinking saying if he wasn't peddling the drugs and like doing what he had to do, he had no way of survival. So like,
yeah.
It would be a very bleak Christmas otherwise.
And then
because I was thinking like without him, maybe they wouldn't need the construct of kissing underneath a piece of herbs.
like he just needs to ask for it.
Yeah.
Or he's just going to have it thrown at him, essentially.
But then, mate, your guys.
Yeah, that tradition would have died if Pusha T didn't come on the scene.
Pusha T basically saved Christmas.
Thanks, Pusha.
We could make that movie, I reckon.
Pusha T saves Christmas.
Yeah.
We should try to pitch it to him. I think he'd love it. He's going to like deal a whole bunch of drugs before Christmas.
Oh, dude. Like Santy.
Yeah.
That's
Script
cool.
writes itself. Anyway, patent pending.
Yeah. So then
You go to Kanye's house to ask for help to sell the drugs. Anyway, I'll stop.
It's levels, back to the chorus. It's levels, it's layers. So pray for the players. We hollowed the walls in the back of bodegas. I got plenty, it's so many. They say, gimme, he got plenty, yeah. Verse 3. Still Pusha T. Walk it down like Brady, gets better with time. Didn't have to reinvent the wheel, just a better design. Critics, he's out of his mind. Haters, he's out of his prime. Yet always where the money's at, like lottery signs.
Yeah, I love that Brady line on account of the fact that he's like, 42 years old or something? And he's
Still rocking on the field.
Still won a fucking Super Bowl. It's crazy.
I mean, fuck the Patriots, but sure, gotta show.
He doesn't
some
even
respect
play
to
for the
Brady.
Patriots anymore, bro. He plays for the Buccaneers.
Oh, that shows how much attention I pay to the NFL.
Yeah, well, he got traded from the Patriots to the Buccaneers, and they were like, Buccaneers were not a great team, and everyone was like, he's out of his prime. Like, why would you do that trade? And then he fucking helped win them a Super Bowl.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Which is funny because then there's that later line. I didn't put that together. There's that later line from haters. He's out of his prime. He's really still doing the whole Brady analogy. Critics, he's out of his mind. I'm guessing that's what people at the NFL were thinking at the time, for moving.
He is the Tom Brady. I think he will always go down as like the GOAT. He's like the Michael. Jordan
It's unbelievable. Yeah,
like
no one's going to touch that any time soon.
I think he got 7 rings and has gotten 7 rings all up.
It's crazy.
It's insane. What a guy.
It's like that scene in Ted. Where
he's got a fucking smoking hot supermodel wife.
Of course he does. If he didn't, it'd be weird.
Yeah.
That scene in Ted where they go to rob him. Or they go to rob him and look at his penis or something. And then he picks up Ted and throws him down to Mark Wahlberg. He's like, oh, it's a perfect spiral. Great line too. Didn't have to reinvent the wheel, just a better design. That's so good.
That's triggering. Everybody in my fucking work is always using that throwaway phrase. Let's not reinvent the wheel here, guys.
Oh, really? If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
And it's just like that classic idiom of if something's already there, then don't fully
just work on that rather than
yeah. But he's saying, sure, that's there, but it's kind of chat. For lack of a better word.
Also, in some situations, maybe it is like lazy to not try to almost like not reinvent the wheel per se, but try to innovate on something. And then other times it's like,
well, is that his way of talking about rap itself and being like he didn't really do anything that musically different to what other rappers were doing. He just did what he did really well because his rap is not anything like super unique. It's just he's just very good at it and like very confident and like.
And maybe he's got like a unique style, which he adds. Like the yes.
Yeah, but that's just like his voice. But in terms of like having like he does like in terms of the genre of rap, he's not really in like a certain subgenre of rap, I don't think. He's very much like a rapper's rapper, you know what I mean? So it's like he didn't reinvent the wheel, he just sort of changed the way it goes a bit, right?
Yeah, I guess. He's not like trying to push the envelope.
Yeah, exactly. He's just like, I got bars and I'm really good at this, so I'm just going to do what I do.
Yeah, that's true. But I guess like maybe he stuck to boom bap kind of. Where like a lot of people were getting into like the triplets.
Yeah, that's my point. So
like the mumble rap. Yeah.
He stuck to what he knew, and he's just done it better than.
And I think like in a lot of ways, like more and more rappers are leaving what was like very popular in the late 2000s, 2010s, like the mumble, the triplets, and kind of going more back to boom bap. You know,
well, we're seeing the pinnacle of the trap rap start to recede and it's going back the way of boom baps.
I don't know. Playboy Cardi's pretty massive. Future's just dropped an album and it's huge.
Is it? Yeah. I guess I don't
Travis Scott still doing.
Yeah, I was going to say the three of us aren't really keeping up too much.
Yeah, I've never really been into a lot of the kind of trap rap. I like some of it, I guess, but you know,
I love Future's voice really. Can't really say I listen to his music that much, but
really,
bro, that Vince Staples song where he samples it for Senorita.
No, I don't like Future's voice.
I love his voice. It's amazing, man.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I like Future's voice.
Yeah.
We're not talking about Future.
Yeah, we'll move on. Still I Climb, Rockstar, Third Eye Blind. I was bored by this album, so it's got to be time. No reward for the ladder, so it got to be mine. Huff and puff in the club, then I got to be shine.
Throwback to a little alt rock band from the 90s, Third Eye Blind. Semi-charm kind of loud, baby. I want something else.
Yeah.
Not listening when you say goodbye. I guess like he would have been kind of like growing up as that song was massive. We all grew up when that song was massive.
Yeah, he probably would have been. Yeah, in his teens probably.
Yeah. You're just singing it.
It
gets you a little bit like get a bit of those like nostalgias, you know.
Or I wish you would step back from that ledge, my friend.
No, I don't know.
Jump on it. I don't know where you guys were in '99, but I was balling out.
Or like, don't be a parent by my parents, selling lack of ceremony. My mind.
Why have you brought this band? This is Australian band. You're singing right now. Yeah,
I just remember that. I might be low on miles high.
Well, I love that song. Yeah. Leonardo's Bride, man.
Yeah, it slaps. Yeah. I don't know. I think of that all at the same time period. I guess.
Yeah. It's a great.
And if anybody's still listening, we've just lost all of our listeners from seeing Third Eye Blind.
I think we gained some, if anything, dude. What is he saying here? Let's just Still I Climb, Rockstar, Third Eye Blind. He's saying he's living the rockstar lifestyle now. The rappers are like the new rock stars now in this generation.
Yeah,
they kind of checks out.
Like
is he saying he's living his third eye blind? He doesn't care. He just wants to party and live well, you know?
Yeah, he doesn't want that extra.
Yeah, he's not care about making conscious rap or anything. It's just like, no, I'm just doing my thing and telling my story and reaping the benefits.
Well, that has actually also become very popular, right? Conscious rap has like really over the years, it's like because you know people like Kendrick's really pushing it.
Yeah, I feel like there's always just been conscious rappers doing their thing, and people that listen or they don't. Like Lupe's been around for ages, you know. Like
yeah, for sure. But I just think it's like become more mainstream conscious rap.
probably soon. Yeah, Kendrick's probably made it more mainstream for sure. Yeah,
Yeah, well,
but then what other conscious rappers are mainstream other than Kendrick right now?
I don't know. Like I thought Mac Miller was quite conscious.
Yeah.
Until he died. Who else?
Everyone's also just to completely change it, but opposite to what we're talking about. Everyone's fucking shitting on that Jack Harlow album.
Yeah, but
He's not a good musician at all.
no, he sucks. What
He never has been. He's just a very personal. He's like a likable dude that everyone just likes, and he's white, and
who's
he's
this?
like innocent. He's got no like criminal record and shit, so it's easy to push.
Do you think there always need to be one famous white rapper in the hip hop scene?
They're much easier to market,
Yeah,
and they do way better numbers.
because I don't understand this Jack Harlow guy's success.
He's just if you watch interviews with him, he's very like charming and likable, and that's
but
kind of
his,
it. That's,
his music generally sucks.
he can't. He's not a musician at all.
Yeah.
He can't. He's not a rapper. Like he can't really do
I
anything.
don't know. It's like when Macklemore was around. It's like there needs to be one white guy to just convince white people it's okay to like rap or something. I don't know. I don't get
And
it.
they're always hot for a minute, except for Eminem, who's just like proved that he's amazing. So like,
Yeah, then
just
he
keep
become an
going.
old,
Hey,
weird-
he's gotten awful.
Old weird crazy dude.
That's what happens when you go over 40, start making weird music. Like Justin Timberlake started making real happy music and shit after 40. It's like, no, get weird and sexy again, man. We wanted that. You know? I went on a rant about that today at work. Anyway, Huff and Puff in the club, then it got to be Shine. Any idea what that's what's going on there?
Huff and
No.
Puff. No.
I'm so lost.
Yeah.
So in 1999, there was a shooting in a New York City club involving Puff Daddy and Shine, who used to be a rapper and who is now a politician.
Oh.
And Shine went to jail over it for quite a long time.
Oh shit.
And it's like a whole thing. Puff Daddy was, funny enough, was dating Jennifer Lopez at the time, who was with him at the club when it all went down.
Oh
And
shit.
apparently Puff had some problems with these sort of like hood guys in the club, and they came in and they had sort of it was sort of got a bit tense. And apparently Shine sort of knew of them, and he was like, "Oh, I don't think like Puff understands what these guys can do. Like they're pretty fucking scary." And then something sort of happened in this altercation, and then someone went to pull something out, and then Shine freaked out to protect Puff and that. So Shine pulled out his gun and started blasting. And then he got put in prison for it. And apparently Puff basically like threw him under the bus as well.
Oh.
So
But Shine now comes out and says like, no, I understand what Puff did. Like it's what he needed to do because he's a business guy. He couldn't like ruin his career. So he literally just fell on the sword for it all.
Oh wow.
And now he's like a politician, doesn't rap anymore and stuff. So
Oh, that's
And what Pusha's claiming to be this kind of like selfless person who.
I think so. Yeah, he was like the protector maybe, or like.
But also, this doesn't really fit with his whole thing of being like, I'm the boss. I've got people working under me that will do this to me. Like, as much as he's trying to like cultivate this image of like being altruistic, it doesn't fit with the other. Anyway, I'll save this for the analysis at the end.
No, I do agree. It does kind of. It just seems more like it was a cool bars.
Yeah, and I'm
reference
sure there's
doesn't-
going to be more to what he's saying than what we're understanding. You know?
Yeah. Okay.
Because why would you say it otherwise? It seems odd.
It's like you could shout out like a good friend of yours, somebody who's like, you know, not often seen, but is working really hard behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Unless he's saying that, like, when it comes to the moment of action, he's got no hesitation. And he's the one who will be like, all right, I'll fucking sort it.
He's got to be Shine.
Yeah.
You know, he's got to be.
Oh, then he's like, I have to be. That's my place. You know?
Yeah, I have to be the one that,
That could be it.
you know, acts first to protect myself and my friends.
Yeah. Because he's the Don.
Yeah, but the Dons don't usually. Anyway, let's
not get into that. Verse 4, Kanye West, here he is. Properties all across the board, this monopoly's mine. Came a minister in my prime, so I gotta be Shine. Which, I don't know, is Shine never a minister? Maybe he was at some point, but he's a politician, I know that. Push's brother's a minister, Malice of Clips.
Really?
That's why he doesn't rap for like over 15 years, whatever.
Well, he
10
became
years.
a minister.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
But he is featured on this album, did a little comeback verse, and dropped a verse on the last track, and it's a fucking really good verse. That
oh
that he
shit!
brings in.
Pick up on that.
Channeling the power of God.
Yeah, it's incredible. Like, it's really good.
I also do like that Monopoly line
Yeah,
because
it's a good line.
you know,
Because apparently Kanye, he claims that he's homeless. That's what he says, because he doesn't actually live anywhere. He just owns a bunch of properties and he just moves around them.
Oh
right?
my God, that is so,
Classic
that is,
Kanye thing.
that is like so disrespectful to actual homeless people.
I'm just like you guys.
Yeah, I'm homeless, baby. I just got 6 houses. I just don't stay in them at the same time.
Kanye just says things, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Remember that
fuck.
interview that he did when he was talking about his grand ideas? And they were like what? And he's like, transport. And they're like, what? And he's like, cars, trains, planes. He's like, yeah, okay. And your plans are?
I love when he's talking about Lady Gaga being the chief creative designer at Polaroid. She's like, I like that Gaga's music, but what she knows about cameras.
Which is like, he's saying that, but then has the opposite view after it. They're trying to box me in. You just box Gaga in. What are you talking about, man?
When he's like, Apple. Microsoft,
Steve Jobs, Walt Disney.
Walt Disney's like, what are you talking?
It ain't Ralph though.
Oh, is that with Shay? And Shay's like,
Sway.
And Sway's like, what are you trying to?
He's like, we're friends. Like, hang on, man, just calm down. Like, let's talk about what are you talking
all
about?
He's trying to do is understand the gibberish.
Kanye's got a great line just after that interview went viral on Theophilus London's album, and the line is, "That ain't Ralph though. We in the pool, but that ain't your mouth, though." So obviously some girls giving him head in the pool, but because the water's wet, it's like, I'm not feeling your mouth, I'm just feeling the pool.
Oh.
She gave me head in the pool, that ain't your mouth, though. That's the line, yeah. Anyway,
Kanye.
I love this line. It's my favourite line of the song, just in terms of how cheeky it is. It's very Kanye as well. I used to watch The Fresh Prince and pray the house would be mine. Could have bought it, but I ain't like the way the kitchen design.
Yeah, I did like that line.
Born in the manger.
But he's homeless. I don't get it. Wow.
Yeah, let's not get into that. Let's not do a whole thing. Born in the manger, the son of a stranger. When daddy's not home, the family's in danger. Very topical, that.
Why?
Because the whole thing going on with him and Kim, and him keep tweeting out saying that because he's not allowed there, he's like, it's bad for the children. She's putting the kids on Instagram. He doesn't want that, which is like, I think that's fucking fair, you know? I think most normal people in the world or celebrities shouldn't have their kids plastered everywhere.
Well, you shouldn't prostitute your children for
No, it's, and I would recommend against it.
Yeah, there you go. Well, it is a...
Or to use them as pawns in a game against your ex-husband.
But we're talking about the Kardashians, like someone who was literally like convinced by her mother to put out a sex tape that she had filmed because it would get them attention,
And it did.
and it's like on the record, you know, like that she did do that. So it's like, you know, it's like the indoctrination that she received would then be like passed on to her kids. Just seeing them more as like a commodity in a sense, and as like a business pawn rather than your actual children.
I wonder if those kids will just revolt and be like, "Nah, I want to live the simple life."
Probably not. They'll probably end up doing it to their kids one day.
Yeah, it's a cycle of abuse.
Yeah. Yeah, really, right? That's
Like we see in Succession from
Back to Succession. I still haven't watched it. I don't know what's happening.
From the Roys down to Tom, Tom down to Greg, Greg down to fucking nobody. Greg just suffers.
I get my own Gregs? Yes, you get your own Gregs. Anyway, no more Succession talk.
Born in the manger, son of a stranger. I think he's comparing himself to Jesus there. I think he's saying that son of a stranger. Jesus did not have the father. It was just Mary.
You gotta love Kanye though. Right?
Just how bold and just nonchalant he is.
My favourite biblical line that he has is, what if Adam and Eve, what is it? What if Adam was in the club and Eve was around hella thugs? But also apparently Kanye didn't really know his dad too well, which I didn't really know that. But apparently his dad wasn't around a whole lot in his childhood. That's why he's very close with his mum.
Oh, okay.
It was a lot of him and his mum, and his dad was sort of in and out.
Yeah.
So, and that's also what's happening now with Kanye. He's sort of getting only small chances to see his children, from what we understand. So I think his final line is saying, like, born in the manger, son of a stranger. When daddy's not home, the family's in danger. Look at fucking Kanye at this point. Like, you know, like he's sort of saying, like, yeah, you kind of need that there.
Well, it's true. I think, you know, you do need both your parents around. Without them, it affects. Yeah.
And that's Kanye's way of looking into the past, I guess. Dreaming
of the past. Oh, there, nice little tie-in.
And that's it. The outro, Pusha T, just repeats again in that high pitch. I got plenty, and so many, yeah. They say gimme, you got plenty, yeah. That's it.
All right.
We out. We out.
We're going to throw some BPMs.
Yeah, BP.
Do you want to do it, Benny? Do you want to start off?
I feel like I'll start it off. Fuck it. I'm going to give this. I'm going to give it 320.
Oh, that's probably quite low.
Yeah, only because it's not the most. It's pretty dense for what it is, the length of it. But it's he's got some really okay. Now I'm going to bump it up to 350. Yeah, Pusha's got some great bars. He always does. He always comes through. Kanye is very small little bit at the end, which is even funnier to think that like Pusha just said, "Yeah, you can be on it," and then it was like, "I just do a quick 4 at the end."
You
or a
only
quick 8.
you only get 8 bars.
Yeah.
You don't even get a full 16.
But it's actually a really nice way to like blend out the song, I think, by having Pusha do, because it's quite thick and heavy throughout the middle of Pusha doing it, and then have Kanye, and it's sort of like he comes in and cuts off Pusha's third verse and sort of carries it on, and it's cool the way they do it. And it's kind of like a last little like, oh, this is also the producer on the track.
I think the production in this song is sick.
Oh, it's amazing. Yeah, it's cool. It's very.
I think Kanye does always just kind of prove why he's one of the best sample producers out there. Like, it's just a killer production. Wise,
So yeah, that's me.
Yeah, nice.
I'm going to give it 370 just because I learned a lot today. Learn a lot about fashion, learn a lot about cars, learn a lot about shootings that happened at clubs back in the day.
Yeah, I wasn't aware of that one.
Yeah. I find it really difficult to give objective ratings to songs I've never listened to.
Oh, you haven't heard this at all?
I haven't listened to the album, no. So I'm just basing this purely off like
you got this in Kendrick's to listen to.
What we've been yabbering about here for the past hour. So yeah, 370.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll go probably about 370 as well. Actually, you know what? Maybe even 380.
Oh,
because I did really like some of the lines. The window licking, love it. Stand in.
You're easy to get.
Yeah, I'm easy like that.
You're easy like a window licker.
Yeah, I am. I'm a little window licker. I'm easy. Oh, no,
I'm not going to carry that on.
No, I'm not singing. No, I think the stand-in line, and also, you know, the only way the award show ever going to rob me. Great line. The Wayne Brady line. That's not Wayne Brady. Tom Brady. Oh shit! It's Wayne Brady. Yeah, that's enough for me. It's good. I like the song. I think it's an absolute jam. I think it's my favorite song on the album.
Yeah, it's definitely my favorite on the album.
And I think it's a good album.
Really good album. Though. Recommend to anyone who hasn't listened to it. It's not too long, and it's cool, man.
Yeah, Pusha's still got it. You know, he's been doing it for fucking 30 years now, nearly.
Whoa, no, I think he started like late 90s, very late 90s, maybe early 2000s. First Clips album might be like 2001.
Oh, I thought it was a little bit early.
Maybe
99, 98.
Yeah, could be.
It's like 20 years. Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
25 years. We'll split in the middle.
We'll go 25.
25 years.
I didn't realize that Pusha only had like sort of 4 to 5 solo albums.
Yeah.
But then I thought about it. I was like, oh shit, no, fully. Like 2010 was his first one, which is crazy to think.
Yeah.
Because it was all Clips before that.
And then, was it, what's it with Numbers on the Board and Nostalgia and stuff? That's 2012, is it?
I can't remember.
Yeah,
exactly. Is the one with the barcode or the one?
Yeah, with the barcode. Yeah. And Trouble on My Mind with Old Mate is a good one as well.
Oh, Tyler.
Yeah, that's a fun track. Good film.
Nostalgia with Kendrick.
Yeah.
Which would also be a great one to do because the amount of fucking like lyricism in that from that video I found.
Yeah, I've always wanted to tackle. I think we should one day, but I think we'd need to do a lot of research.
Yeah, that's going to be a heavy
lyrically dense.
And
anyway,
there are many other rappers that we need to get to. So, but one day we'll re-explore Pusha T.
If you have any recommendations, audience, send them through to what's the email? rapreviews@gmail.com.
Yeah, or Instagram.
Instagram @rapreviews.
Facebook, all that kind of shit. Let's not drag on too much with this outro.
No, but send us through if you got any recommendations.
And fucking just, be healthy, be happy. Fucking
be safe.
Should we do a Rove McManus?
Be joyous.
Say hi to your mum for me. Is that what you're going to do?
Yeah, I was going to. I was tying back to the mum thing earlier.
Oh, okay, yeah, right.
Yeah, I'll just go fuck myself. You know what? Call your mum a cunt. That's what Ben wants you to do.
Don't do that. Please don't do that. Don't do that.
Give your mum a call. Give your mum. Yeah.
Give your mum some love.